Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Bean, and welcome back to another show, another video, and a brand new episode. And yo, you're now rocking with the best. Word up. Shout out to everybody who watched my previous video. If you didn't, I will put the link down in the description. You get a chance to go check it out. Also, I want to send a shout out to everybody who came by and watched my live YouTube stream the other day. I really appreciate that. It was crazy fun. I want to send a special shout out to my man Smasher05. Yo, he was always holding me down in the chat room and everything. That was real nice of him. I really appreciate that. Smash, thanks for coming by and hanging out with your boy King Bean. And yo, don't forget to go check out my man Smasher video, man. He's got his own channel, the Smasher05. Go check it out. You know, he got his latest video up there. It's about Naruto. Some great gameplay. I told him, like I said, I don't understand what's going on in the video, but it is highly entertaining. So you get a chance to go stop by my dude channel, man. I really appreciate that. So anyway, without further ado, I am sitting here. You know, I did this video last night and I actually had a whole different concept of the video what I wanted to talk about, but I changed my mind at the very last minute. Normally I don't do that. I just kind of go by, you know, what I want to do or what have you, and just keep it, you know, just keep it moving like that. But as I was sitting here and looking at, you know, some articles on Microsoft and what they're doing with the console and where they're trying to go further into the future and trying to make the Xbox One future proof, I thought it was a pretty interesting thing that Phil Spencer is doing. So that's why I was wondering, and that's why I labeled the title, has Xbox One now become grown man status? And as we all know, when the Xbox One released, it was not the most popular console. Although I went and got one, not on day one, but 2 weeks after day one, because I really enjoyed my Xbox 360. I had most of my fun that I played in the last generation was on the Xbox 360. It was my first time ever playing online. My first game that I really enjoyed playing online was Gears of War. I really enjoyed that. I had a whole bunch of friends from across the country, and we would get together, you know, in a party or what have you, and just play games all night long when we came home from work. And it was fun. It was a real fun environment. Had a lot of friends and family members who jumped on Call of Duty when it came out, and it was just a great experience on the Xbox 360. And I really enjoyed the Xbox 360 a lot. I enjoyed it so much that I had probably about 6 or 7 of them. I went through like 6 or 7 red rings of death and kept buying the console over and over again. That's the God honest truth. But I really got upset with the Xbox 360 because of the red ring of death, so I went and got me a PS3. And I really enjoyed my PS3. I really enjoyed the exclusives that they had on last generation, because last generation was just really, really a fun time to be a gamer. Now this generation has not been as fun. You know, it didn't have the new innovations like when the Xbox 360 first launched, especially with the updated HD graphics, as we went from standard definition to 720p to 1080p. And those kind of graphics and the fidelity of the games, the loud booms, the graphics, the just all the massive stuff that was able to be done on the previous generation console. That leap from the PlayStation 2, from the Xbox One to the 360 to the PlayStation 3 was just phenomenal. Now we're in this generation here, and like I said, the Xbox did not start off with the best, with the best support, because they had DRM that was in there that gamers didn't like. They're always online and things of that nature, and it just wasn't really a gaming console. It was all entertainment type console, which for me, I like it. I enjoy it. To me, I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any issues with it. I really enjoyed that. But at the time when it came out, I did not realize how much, the perception of it being the weaker console as being compared to the PlayStation 4. Now, I recently got me a PlayStation 4 this over the holiday season, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like some of the features in it. I like the easier use. The UI is a whole lot easier to use than the Xbox One. Although the Xbox One has Windows 10, I know how to navigate it. It's still a little clunky, but it has a lot of features on it that I really, really do like. But I like what Phil Spencer is doing with the company. I like what he's doing with Xbox and the brand, and really bringing back this console and Microsoft in the gamers' forethought. I think there's not that much difference between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The gap is really close. It's gotten closer in the past few months than it has ever been. But the PlayStation right now is still outselling everybody. It's soon they think that before the end of the console cycle that it's going to hit over 100 million sales. It's only been a few consoles that's gotten over 100 million sales. But the Xbox One brand, I like what Phil Spencer's doing, how he's integrating PC into the Xbox fold under Microsoft umbrella, and I think that's going to be great for gamers. I think it's going to be great for all of us. I think we're all going to be able to benefit from this. I like the fact that you're going to be able to have cross-play with PC. If you buy a game on the Xbox One, you're going to be able to play it on your PC or whatever. And I think there's going to also cross over to mobile. And the reason why I say it's going to cross over to mobile, because now when I saw a video the other day from the Funhouse group over there at the Know, they did a video about how cell phones are now becoming more powerful than these current generation consoles. And now the Samsung S7 that's coming out is supposed to be the most powerful phone on the market, and it's also going to support, Samsung's I want to say HoloLens, but the VR stuff for the Samsung. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Could you imagine, you'd be able to play your Xbox games on a Samsung device or on a cell phone device or any kind of mobile device or even a tablet, and you really don't lose any graphic fidelity? Of course, the controls may suck, but you don't lose any graphical fidelity. And I think that's going to be fantastic. And I think as the future goes on, as gaming PCs become cheaper and everybody pretty much have a laptop or a computer in their home, that's going to be, going to be great. And also with the Xbox brand itself, you're going to have to, wow, Siri, just be quiet. Also, with the Xbox brand itself, you're going to be able to upgrade the Xbox. They're supposed to say that you're supposed to be able to upgrade the Xbox, be able to have 4K gaming on the Xbox One, which I think is pretty cool. That would be a pretty dope thing. I don't know how they're going to do it. I have no idea how that's going to be integrated. I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know if it's going to be some extra peripherals that's going to come on it, with it, but it can make the console look kind of clunky and junky or what have you. People do like aesthetics. They do like things looking small, simple, and elegant. But that'll be great if you have an add-on for that to get 4K gaming. That would be fantastic. That would be great, especially now with 4K TVs being as cheap as they are right now. I think that'll be great. I think it's going to be great. I think just being able to cross-platform all your games and to be able to play them on any kind of device, that would be fantastic. And I think that's what Phil Spencer's doing now. I really do think that's what he's doing, and that's where he's going. He's really expanding the brand. He's really expanding Xbox, and just this is going to be good for all gamers. I think all across the world to be able to play your game on any kind of device. Also, as well, I've read an article about PlayStation. Now, some of the PlayStation games are going to be able to be played on Windows 10 and Steam, and that's going to be pretty dope. That's going to be pretty dope. If you think about it, you got a Microsoft account, you want to play Uncharted, you'll be able to play Uncharted, because from what I read today, Uncharted is going to be delayed, and you're also going to be able to play that on PC. If that comes to Windows 10 as well, that's going to be great too as well. But the only bad thing about it is, it's almost like, well, why in the world did I buy these two consoles? I should have just saved my money and got me a gaming PC. But I can understand, the entry level to getting into any gaming, it's a lot cheaper to get a console than it is to buy a really decent gaming rig. Because gaming rigs now, I guess, I'm just estimating to have a really good gaming rig with being able to do the 4K and everything else that you want to do with it, it's probably going to cost about $1,200. And I may be a little bit high. I'm not sure. Could be lower than that. Could be like $600 to $800, but I'm pretty sure it's about $1,200 from what, listening to other gamers and what they think, what they say, to have a really high quality gaming rig to play some, 4K games and all kinds of stuff like that. So anyway, so let me know what you think, man. Do you think Microsoft going in the right direction? Do you think they should just strictly stick to consoles and keep releasing consoles over and over again? Or do you think that going to PC is just sacrilege? How dare you give the PC Master Race any games? Do you think that, for me, like I said, I think this is a good thing. So I will welcome your comments below. So if you feel like leaving a comment, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, then just hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can share this with your friends and your family. I try to keep it PC. No, not PC gaming, of course. Try to keep it clean for kids, whatever. So if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the thumbs down button. But most importantly, go ahead and subscribe and share these videos with people. I would really appreciate it. And it's your boy King Bean, and I'll holler at you dudes later, man. One love. Peace.
He's strong.